Hey YouTube, this is Hard10. Thanks for checking out my channel. This is the premiere video of my channel. Longtime fan of Craps Nation. I set up the channel a few weeks ago and was talking to a few people within Craps Nation, 36, Full Press, and Sleepy. And then I got crazy sick, so I haven't been able to do anything. But I'm on the mend here and really wanted to get something out. So what I wanted to share with you guys is a strategy that's really gotten my attention and my interest. Really, I think it's got a lot of potential. This actually comes from Drunk Guy Explains, which is a YouTube channel. This is his strategy. I really like it. I think it can work on both a small and a large bankroll. So I kind of laid out a visual here to hopefully make some sense of it, and then afterwards I'll do some rolls, see if we can show the principles of it. So this strategy involves waiting several rolls for the right circumstances to present themselves, and then employs a sort of martingale strategy after that. Now typically a martingale strategy, obviously not my favorite, not a strong strategy, because you can lose a lot of money in a short amount of time chasing losses. But what's different about this one is that we are waiting a certain number of rolls for something to happen before we even start betting. There are several pieces to this system that I will try and explain, and then hopefully as we roll it out we can see it in the works. So let's go with the first one. The first one is the no 4, no 10. Alright, so what we're going to do is wait for 4 4s or 10s to be rolled before we get a 7. Okay? So 4 4s have to be rolled before a 7. Once that 4th 4 is ruled, we're going to lay the 4 for, let's say, 50 bucks. Okay? Then if we get a 5th 4 before the 7, we're going to martingale it to make our money back in a little bit. And then if that 6th 4 comes before 7, we'll lose this obviously, go up to our next level. What's interesting here is you'd have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4s before a 7 roll to lose all of this. That's pretty rare. I mean, it's hard to get 4 4s. To get 7, it absolutely will happen somewhere, but it is going to be the exception to the rule from what I've seen. And again, he plays out this on his video, so definitely go check out his channel. Same thing with the 10, same probability. So that wraps that up there. Same idea coming down to the field. We're going to wait 5 non-field numbers, so 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 of those in a row to start our betting, and then we're gonna, he calls it stutter step, which is basically double plus 5, so that we can make a little bit. We have it laid out here up to 10. So again, you're gonna have to have 10 non-field numbers in a row roll. Can it happen? Absolutely. Is it rare? Yes. The last piece of this basic strategy, and there's a lot more that I will go on to, and I've got some ideas of my own to add to this. We'll see if it has any water. But he's got basically a reverse fire bet, which I think is pretty interesting. So the thought process here, from what I understand, is, alright, so fire bet, for anyone who's not familiar, basically on your 4th unique point, so let's say you get the 4, 5, 6, on your, if you were to roll an 8, you'd get, I think it's 25 to 1 of your initial fire bet. And then if you make that and then hit a 9, it's like 300 to 1, and then I think it's 1,000 to 1 for your 6th unique point or something like that. It's where they have to bust out the tax forms, they start the game because the payouts are so large. And the reason the casino is allowing that bet to happen, and the reason they're taking those bets, is because it's so unlikely that someone hits 6 points. Again, it happens, absolutely, but the casino is willing to bet that it's not going to happen enough so that they can make money. So we're going to take that principle and kind of flip it on its head, where we're going to wait for 3 unique points to happen, And I've got this bet laid out here. And then once that happens, we go into kind of a neutral prep mode. So let's just say that he makes the 6, right? So for the next come out roll, because we don't know if it's going to be an 8 or a 5. And if it was a 5, we're not doing anything. It's just for the unique points. So we're going to throw down a pass and a don't pass. You know, this is going to really take a lot of our risk away from that come out roll. Of course, the 12 will hit us, but that's 1 out of 36. And then, so let's say it's 8. The point's 8. We're going to put in odds, $10 odds, let's say. If we lose that, same thing. We kind of martingale it up to this 5th one. When that loses, we martingale it up to the 6th one. If someone hits that fire bet, then it's, you know, good for them. They have beaten the odds. Most of the time, we're not going to see it. We're going to get paid out on one of these numbers. All right, guys, that is the basic principle here. Again, his videos show a very good breakdown. He's got several of them. So I definitely would check that out. This is how I understand it, how I would probably plan to play it. And like I said, I've got some ideas for future videos to really expand upon this. But let's roll it out, see how it goes.